Hi everyone, today I'm unboxing another advent calendar and this is the Grabie 24 Days of Advent Calendar Joy, and it is an art advent calendar. Grabie is a company that is based in the US, but it also has a branch in Hong Kong and it ships around the world. I did order this on the 11th of October and it only just came on the 12th of November. So it took a while to get there. They had more orders than they thought they were going to get, so they did sell out, and then I had to wait until they got more stock in, and it is actually sold out again. So unfortunately, I don't think you can get this calendar anymore, but Grabie, the website, does have lots of art supplies in stock that you can order. It also has kind of gift boxes that you can buy, and it also has a monthly subscription box that you can get that also looks quite interesting. But I have seen some YouTubers unbox this already, or one in particular, and when I saw it unboxed I thought I definitely need that calendar. I do dabble in creative stuff. I like to scrapbook, I like to journal, I do a bit of watercolor. So yeah, I wanted this calendar when I saw it. It's a little bit different to a beauty calendar, but yes. So it didn't come like that. It came with all of the boxes here in this drawer at the front. They were all flat in the drawer at the front, and each box has a number on, obviously for a day. So I'll just take this one out. This is number 19, and each there is a hole in the bottom of the box that corresponds to each day, and then when you take it out you put it in a little slot there, and it sets up a lovely 3D city scape, which I think even I've been sitting looking at that for 2 days and I'm enjoying just looking at that. That's actually given me some other ideas for some art creative projects to do. So yes, I love the look of the calendar. This was, I think it was $99, and I think that equated to about £64. I think there may have been a small discount when I got it, so I paid £64. Well, actually Warren bought it for us, so he paid £64. So I thought I would unbox the whole thing on camera because I do know what's in there, even though I can't remember completely what's in there, but I have seen it unboxed. So I'm just going to go through it and unbox it. So number one is here. So I'll just take the box out and let's see what's in here. Okay, this says Merry Christmas. It does tell you on the little card, I think, what is on there, but I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not going to read it. This is days 1 to 3, and it's got a QR code in the back. I'll just have a look and see what that says. Scan the QR code for your watercolor colouring guide. So these are for watercolor art, and they are little bookmarker reading trackers. So I'll just take the first one off. You can see there is a picture on there for you to colour in. So obviously we're going to get some watercolour paints in there, and then this says January on the top, and you turn that over and it has got a reading tracker on the back of it. So each bookmark, you've got 12 bookmarks, each for 1 month, and they've all got what look like houses on them. So yeah, I think they're really nice. There's another, I think a couple of them are the same, but they've all got those pictures on them for you to colour in. So I think that's a really good start. I'm very happy with those. I will show you in future videos any of the little projects that I complete, so you can see what it was like. So door number 2, or box number 2. This is a big square one, feels quite heavy. This looks like it could be some watercolour paints. Yeah, Grabie 12 watercolour essentials. I'll just open the tin so we can have a look inside. So it tells you the colours on the back, the essential colours, and we'll just open the tin, and it's got a little swatch card on there for you to test your colours out on. It tells you on there how to use a water brush pen, and it has got some other little test cards inside which are suitable for watercolours, the paper, and there you can see the colours that it's got in it. All of the essential colours that you can probably mix together and make different colours with. And it has got a water brush pen in it, which I've never used before. So I will be interested to see what that's like. I'm guessing you put the water in the top bit, and then you can use the water will come through to the brush, and then you can dip it into the colours. So that's useful. Rather than having a little pot of water beside it, you just put it in the pen. So interested to try that out. So we can do those first things that we got with the watercolours from day 2. So now day 3, which is this one here. So another quite thin box. I like the little boxes. They're just so cute with the houses and the lampposts and what have you on them. If I can get it open. This looks like a couple of pens in here. And we have 2 acrylic markers. So we've got a gold one, and these are Grabie's own make, our own brand, and a silver one. So I've got a piece of paper down here. I'm just going to draw on them to see what happens. So you do have to press down a few times on the nib for the ink to come through. They're quite nice colours. I'll show you in a moment when I've done the gold one. So you can see there's the gold and the silver. They're nice writers, those acrylic markers. So very happy with those. I don't have a silver and gold marker, so they're nice. On to day 4, which is another little square box. You could even colour the boxes in, put a little bit more detail on them if you want to keep it set up. This looks like some kind of Christmas activity. Again, this is days 4 to 7, and it's got a QR code on it, and it says tag your cheer. So I think these are gift tags, yeah. So you get a selection of gift tags that you can then colour in with what's in the next couple of days' boxes, which is nice. So they're all nice little Christmas gift tags. I may get Harriet, my 6-year-old granddaughter, to do this activity, and we can use that to put onto Christmas gifts. Little snowman there. So there's quite a good selection of those. Got a Christmas tree. So I'm sure Harriet will enjoy colouring those in with whichever media we'll get next. Door number 5 is this one. Quite fun opening a calendar all at once. We've got 4 pens in here. So these are going to be ideal for colouring those little Christmas tags in. And these are double-ended pens. It says Grabie brush tip dual tone. So let's have a look. We've got I think this is a green one. So I'm just going to, oh, they're right nice. I'll just put them on this piece of paper, and then I can show you the colours. So you've got 2 different colours on each end, or a different colour on each end, from the same kind of colour spectrum. So we've got blue and green, orange and yellow. That's a nice nib. We have black. That could be actually navy. And no, that's black and brown. And then we have red and purple. So those are the colours on these markers. They write really nicely, and the colours are very bright to kind of mimic the colours that were in that watercolour palette. So yeah, they'll be really useful for doing those gift tags. So you've got 8 colours in total in 4 pens. Day number 6. Once you've stuck these in, they're difficult to find again. Day number 6. There we go. We've got another 4 pens in here, and these are Grabie glitter gel pens. Now I remember my daughter Nicola collecting glitter gel pens when she was young. Not something I've ever used. They've got 4 colours. We've got a gold, a green, a purple and a blue. So I'll just do a little bit of marking on here so we can see what the colours are like. So there is the gel pens there. They don't seem to be too glittery, but I do like the blue and the purple. These two are quite subtle, but they do write nice. I'll let you know in future videos how I get on with those. So that's 4 glitter gel pens. On to day number 7, and we have some more pens. Oh, these look fun. Grabie glitter markers. They look fun, don't they? They look, it says medium tip, quick drying, water based, blendable, acid free, UV resistant. And we've got 2 of them with what looks like orange and yellow and pink, purpley and blue. So let's have a look at these. What do these look like? So that's got quite a big nib on it. You need to press it down a few times to get the paint to come through. You can see the ink coming through the nib as you press down. These are really pretty colours. Look at those. They're very shimmery. They are so pretty. I look forward to using those ones. You do have to press down quite a few times on the nib to get the ink to come through, but they are really pretty. So these we can all use on those gift tags we got, and for other projects, obviously. So on to door number 8, which is this one. And we have, oh, it's a little notebook. How cute. How cute is that? With some really good quality paper in there. So you can just pop that in your handbag and take it with you with either some pens or the tin of watercolors, and you can do some art as you're out and about. I think that's really cute, that. And this is for days 8 to 12. So you know in the next few days you're going to get things that you can use with this little notepad. And again, you've got the QR code in the back to watch the tutorial of what to do with it. So I will do that. So yeah, that's really cute. Day 9 is going to be something we can use. Whoop, drop the back. With that little notebook. And we have some more pens in here. 2 white pens, and these are fine liner drawing pens, so we can use that little notebook as maybe a sketchbook. Are these the same colours? Oh, this one is a finer nib, I think. This one is a number 5 nib, and this one is a number 3. They are really nice fine liners, those. So that's what they look like when you use them. So they'll be really nice for sketching in that little notebook. I was actually, when I was away a couple of weeks ago, I was looking out at the kind of sea and the coast and the cliff. And I was just saying to Warren, I could just sit here and sketch that. I'm not brilliant at sketching, but that little notebook and these pens and maybe some of the markers would have been really nice to have with us. So yeah, those are nice fine liners. So that was number 9. Number 10 is next. Definitely difficult to find once you put these in. 10. What have we got here? We've got some more markers. You can never have enough markers. These are 3 chunky markers, these ones. So we have some Grabie alcohol markers, dual tipped, with a thicker tip and a finer tip. I already have some of these ones, not the Grabie ones, but I do have markers for colouring in and that kind of thing. So these are green, and you've got the thick tip there. That's got like a wedge on it. And then on the other side is the thinner tip, kind of a brush tip. So they'll all be very similar. We have the orange one, and we have a grey one. I like the wedge tip. I think that's quite nice for larger spaces that you're trying to cover. But that's what the three colours look like there, the orange, the green and the grey. So these are nice, just ordinary alcohol markers, but still nice to have. And there's a nice range of colours in those ones as well. So they'll be good for that little notebook, obviously. And I think even if you can't get the advent calendar anymore and you didn't want to order stuff from Grabie, the days that they're telling you, so we've got the little notebook, then days 8 to 12. So, you know, you might think of putting together a little gift for someone with a little notebook, maybe it's a mini notebook, some markers, some fine liners, and whatever's in the next two boxes. And it does give you kind of a little idea of maybe stocking fillers or a bigger gift for somebody who is into creative stuff. So I think we were up to number 11, which is this one. The back keeps falling down, so I'm just going to leave it down. We have some more markers to add to those three with different colours. And again, these are alcohol markers. And this time we have an orangey red colour. I won't mark these on the piece of paper because you get the idea from the other ones. We've got the yellow one and we have a nice blue. So altogether with those 6 markers, we've got quite a good range of colours in there. So that was number 11. So number 12 was the last day for using with this little notebook project. Number 12, which is here. Do we have more markers? We look like we do have some more kind of pens. And in here is 4 Grabie glitter gel pens. So we've got some more glitter gel pens. We have a pinky colour, a blue colour. We have what looks like a gold colour. There's the nib on there, so you can see it's quite a just looks like an ordinary pen nib. And this is a silver one. So we've got both the silver and the gold in the glitter gel pens as well. So they go nicely with the other glitter gel pens we had, which look slightly thicker. So we do have quite a nice range of colours. It's nice to have the gold and silver in those as well. So all of those can be used with that little notebook. So you know, you could put that together as a little gift with a little selection of different types of pens. That would be a nice little gift. It's also a nice big gift for me to have the whole lot. Number 13 is another big one. So I'm guessing this is the start of another project. So let's have a look what's in here. And we have some, it says Keyring Jingle Joy. I know what these are. I saw somebody do these. So you colour these in. And these are days 13 to 16, it says. And QR code on the back to watch the tutorial. You colour these in and then I think you put them in the oven and they shrink. And you've got the little keyring bits to put on them as well. And they're really cute. So you've got the little elf. We have a Santa. Enjoy every moment. So not specifically Christmas. We have, I'm not quite sure what that is. It looks like a little chick with a scarf on that looks very cold. We've got a penguin. We've got a robot. A reindeer, and we have a teddy bear. So yeah, from what I remember seeing from the other YouTuber who opened this box, these you colour in and put in the oven and shrink them. I will show you what they look like in a future video because I'm going to let Harriet do these when she comes at the weekend. But that is something really different that I've never seen before. So quite nice to get those. So I wonder what's going to be in days 14, 15 and 16 that goes with that little project. So that was day 13. Day 14 is here. And we have some more markers. These ones look very festive. They're definitely the right colours to go with those little Christmas key rings. And these are Grabie acrylic markers, extra fine tip, quick drying, water-based, acid-free, blendable, UV resistant. So we have a yellow one. Let's just have a look at the... So again, you need to press down quite a few times on that before the ink starts coming through to the brush. We have the blue one. We've got a green one, and we've got a pinky red one. So we've got some nice Christmas colours there to use on those little key ring things. So number 15 is hiding at the back. And you guessed it, we've got some more markers. Oh, this is a blue and a white and a black one. Grabie acrylic markers, extra fine tip. So the same as the other ones. Well, that's a pretty one. That's like a white glittery one, and there's a black one. I'm just going to see what they look like on the paper. Obviously, you're going to use them on those key rings, which are more of a plasticky material. But I think the white will work really nice on those. I'm not going to use the white on the white paper because you're not going to see it. But on a darker material, that would be really nice. So that's what the black one looks like. It is just a really nice black acrylic marker pen. So yeah, they'll go nicely with those keyring things. So that was day 15. There does seem to be a lot of markers in this calendar, which I don't mind because they are different types of markers. And as a scrapbooker and, you know, somebody who journals, markers are a really good thing to have. I don't know whether I would have liked maybe some more kind of stickers or mixed media materials, but we haven't got to the end yet, so you never know. So let's have a look at day 16. Day 16. And we have 2 pens in here. Oh, these look nice colours. We have a very thick glitter marker purple there. I think we got some of these earlier. Maybe not exactly the same, but quite similar. And a nice pink one. So it says medium tip, quick drying, water based. So I think we got fine tip before. We got medium tip in the dual ones. So we've just got single ones this time. And we've got this nice pink one. I think having the different thickness nibs does help as well. You know, for fine work or, you know, work that where you're covering more space. They are really pretty. There's a nice shimmer on those markers. Very nice. So they also go with those little key rings for that project. So that was day number 16, which took us up to the end of that keyring project. So I'm guessing number 17 is the start of something else. I quite like the fact that they're giving you little projects to do rather than just giving you the pens and you having to think of your own projects. So did I say that was 16? Day 17 is another little square box, and we have another little notebook, another little mini notebook that says creative countdown to the new year, days 17 to 20. And this is project 5. And again, we've got the QR code on the back. And this is this is a bullet journal type notebook. If you can see there, the little dot grids. I'm not sure how well that shows up. But that would make a lovely little maybe planner for Christmas. We'll see what we get in the other boxes to see how we could use that. But these are so cute for just popping in your handbag. Really nice idea. So that was day number 17. Moving on to day 18. And what do we have here? We have 4 pens. And this is, it just says Grabie. So are these just ordinary pens? Oh, it's a twist up. That is a twist up pen. So you twist the bottom and then it twists up like that. They write really nicely, I must say. They'd be really nice for maybe planning your Christmas, your Christmas Day entertainment or your Christmas dinner, to write them all down in that little notebook so you don't forget, or maybe even sketching something in there. But those colours are very pretty. Day 19, right in the front. What do we have in here? Oh, we have some more of those jewel pens, which are really nice. What does this say? This doesn't say what it is, but I'm assuming we have a kind of a black and yellow and an orange and red. So that is a fine, kind of a very, very fine nib on that end. It writes like a pen. And on the other end, we have more of a felt tip, kind of a little wedge nib on that one. That's fluorescent. That's nice. And we also have it in the purple, what looks like black and yellow, or purple and yellow. Black and yellow, I think that is. That's quite nice. So you've got the ordinary ink on the top and then the wedge nib on the bottom. And on this one, I can see that you can use the wedge nib over the fine tip and it doesn't smudge. So that's quite nice. That's different. So day 20, this is a 24-day calendar, so we've still got a few. Number 20 here. And this is the last one for that little red notebook project. This is very heavy on the pens, this calendar. And these are Colour Magic markers. And we've got dual colours again. So we've got a green and a pink. And we have what looks like a silver and an orange. So why are they Colour Magic? Let's have a look. So we've got the wedge tip. Well, that's pretty. That's a very pretty colour. I do like that. Now, why is it a Colour Magic? We have a pink ordinary nib on there, which is also a very pretty colour. But why are they magic? Okay, they're magic because you can actually write one colour on top of the other. So you put the dark colour down first, and then you can put the lighter colour over the top of it. So I'm just doing a couple of them here so you can see what I mean. I think that's what they mean by Colour Magic. I'm not sure. That one, I may have to look at the QR code for this one. So you can see on the green, you can write the pink Christmas over the top, or the orange. And then I've got the purple one. You can see the writing on the top, but I'm not sure if that's what they mean. So I will check it out, and if I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen. Definitely pen heavy, this calendar, but then I guess it is an art calendar. That was door 20. Door 21, which should be the start of a new project. Day 21, which is another hefty one. So I'm assuming this is the start of another project. I'll get them out. And we have... what do we have here? This is day 21 to 23. Deck the fridge with art. So I know what these are. These are little canvases that are magnetic. So you can paint your picture and then you can stick it on the fridge. And we have 4 of these. They're stuck together. So yeah, we've got 4. That's cute. That's really cute. Either I can do that or I can get Harriet or Ashton to do it. But yeah, that's quite cute, being able to stick your art on the fridge. I like that idea. So obviously day 22 and 23 are going to be something you can use with those canvases. So let's have a look at day 22. You guessed it. More markers. And these are brush tip. I like the brush tip. Dual tone acrylic markers. We've got a pink and red, an orange and yellow, 2 different colour greens and 2 different colour blues. And I'm guessing these are different nibs. So we've got a nice brush nib on there. And have we got a thicker one on this side? No, it's just the same, but the lighter pink. So they'll work well with those magnetic canvases. They're going to work with anything else. They'll work with the little notebooks. They'll work with you could even use these on the bookmarks that are meant to be used with the watercolors, and they would work okay. They'd work well with those little gift tags as well. I'm not so sure about the ones that you put in the oven, because I think you probably need to use those specific pens that came with that. But yeah, we've got quite a selection of these kind of markers to use, which I don't mind, but I have a feeling this calendar is overly heavy on the markers. It would have been nice to maybe have something different, but markers are always good. So that was door 22. So door 23, which is to be used with those fridge canvases as well. And we have some more jewel tip markers. And these are acrylic markers, dual tip acrylic markers. And these do have different nibs. So you've got a thick nib on that end, that is the black marker. And you've got a much thinner tip on that one. And this one is kind of a purpley brown marker. So again, you've got the thick nib on there and the thin nib on the bottom. So they're all slightly different, the markers you're getting. Different colours, which is good. But like I say, a lot of markers. And on the last day, what are we going to get on the last day? Where is number 24? Number 24, which you would have expected to be maybe a big box, but it's not. It's a small box. So what are we going to get in here? Let's have a look. It is some more markers. Oh, these are nice. These look fun. These are Grabie Duo Mark highlighters. So we do have something different. We've got some highlighter pens in here. We've got a pink and what looks like silver and green and what looks like orange. So let's just have a look. So there you can see the nib on there is kind of wedged. Have I got any paper left? Let me have a look. Oh, then they are nice highlighters. They all got the wedge tip on them, as you would imagine, because they are highlighters, so you want them to highlight a larger space. They are very nice colours. We've got orange, yellow, fluorescent pink, and that looks like a greeny blue. Yeah, very nice colours. I'll just show you. There you go. They are the highlighters. So we have come to the end of the calendar. What did I do with the box? There it is. So that is 24 days. Like I say, I did already know what was in this calendar. So I was obviously quite happy with all of the markers. I think what I like is all of the little projects that you get in here to do. So you've got the little gift tags, you have got the bookmarks, you've got the fridge canvases, you've got the two little notebooks, and you've got those little key tags. So there is, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 6 projects there to do, and you've got lots of different pens and watercolors to use for those projects. I would have liked, like I said, maybe some different kind of media, maybe some ephemera to go with it, some stickers, some papers, just something that maybe wasn't so marker heavy. But markers are really expensive. I know from just buying one box full of markers that I think came to about £30 just in themselves a couple of years ago. Having all of these different kinds of markers with different nibs and different textures is a nice thing to have. So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that was worth £64? I'm happy with it because I'm creative, or I like to be, try and be creative. I like to do lots of different art projects, so I'm happy with it. But what do you think? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you would have bought this art calendar or haven't seen it. Would you go across to Grabie and have a look at maybe some of the supplies that you can get from them? So that's all I have for you today. If you haven't seen the other advent calendars I've unboxed the Revolution makeup one. I unboxed the William Morris hand and body calendar, and on my other channel, Books with Karen, I've unboxed a bookish advent calendar. So if you want to go and have a look at those, I will leave the links to them in the description box below or at the end of this video here. You might see them. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.